Welcome back to the Finer Details, where I go around the maps of Hitman 3 and poke around some fish tanks. Today we're in Hawke's Bay, where we're going to take a look around and see what we can find. It's a small map, so there's not much to see. So with that said, let's get started. Starting in the pool area, there are this pair of slippers near the door. The logo on them is very similar to that of the Hitman Hotel. It appears someone's been taking property from there. On the topic of property being taken, in the upstairs wardrobe there is this pair of slippers with Gamma written inside. Gamma being the hospital hotel complex in Hokkaido. Downstairs on one of the shelves we have the Cheesy Can. This is a reference to Easy Cheese, which is a spray type of cheese. The can's also a similar design. Downstairs in the garage, in the van, there is a bottle of chloroform used to poison vents in the map. On the bottom row of the label it's got manufactured in Copenhagen. Copenhagen being where IO is based. So technically true really, they did manufacture the can after all. Upstairs in the bedroom, on the floor next to the bed, there is this squeaky toy in the shape of a kiwi. The reason why it's a kiwi is because New Zealand, where the map is based, has the national bird of the kiwi. And no, this is not to be mistaken with the fruit kiwi either. There are also a couple of smaller details in the elusive target version of the map. On both the screen and also the bit of paper on the kitchen table are written the exact scripts that both the target and the body double read in the elusive target. And now for the main feature of the map, the television. So in Hitman 2 they started to produce a lot more of the news story kind of things within the maps on the televisions. And this can lead to some interesting details that actually lead to events that have happened in the game. Starting when you're outside the house, it's playing on the television a copy of music video from The Class, which was obviously the band from Bangkok, with Jordan Cross, who was the leader, who died. When you enter the house, this changes to a news article, the first one of which being to do with the new book from the late author Craig Black.
Good news for urban fantasy fans. The upcoming Cassandra snow movie, Tears of the Wolf, was announced today. The 6th installment in the record-breaking teen fantasy franchise, which will be filmed exclusively in New Zealand, finds the eponymous Snow in a perilous parallel dimension where she must destroy the mystical source of lycanthropy across the multiverse and save her new boyfriend Jared from the curse of the Blood Moon. This is the first Cassandra Snow movie that is not based on the best-selling books by late author Craig Black, and some critics do fear that the franchise will take a radical departure from the source material. Only time will tell, but at least the scenery will be stunning.
The next article we have is to do with the spider operating table robot from Hokkaido and the fact that it took its patient, which we did obviously. It also mentions Robert Knox, who later becomes a target in Miami as well.
In Japan, Kronstadt Industries' much-hailed surgery robot, nicknamed the Spider, has lost its first patient on the operating table. The Gamma Medical Facility has released a statement insisting that the tragic incident was due to human error. Nevertheless, this comes as bad news for the consumer tech giant, which is still reeling from last year's PR disaster, where stolen Kronstadt fighting drones were employed by Karanyang dictator Jin Po against peaceful civilians in the Tungan Valley massacre. So far, Kronstadt has been silent about the incident, but CEO Robert Knox is expected to make a statement early next week.
The next news article we have is to do with The Class and their new single being released. This also does reference a couple of the names from the map, including Heidi Santoro and also the drummer who we replaced in the drummer mission story.
Teen fans are barely out of their mourning period, but today Monumental Records announced a new record release by synth rock sensation The Class. Jordan Cross, the class' charismatic yet tormented frontman, who died under mysterious circumstances during the recording of the band's much-anticipated sophomore album, left behind 3 brand new tracks, which Monumental planned to release as an EP. The label spokesperson calls the move a loving tribute to a shining star extinguished much too soon. Meanwhile, Heidi Santoro, the class guitarist and longtime creative partner of Cross, calls the release a shameless money grab. Santoro, who left Monumental shortly after Jordan Cross's death, is working on a solo release of her own, along with ex-class drummer Quentin Moriarty.
And the final news story we have to mention is to do with The Last Yardbird. The Last Yardbird being the first sniper assassin mission which launched alongside the game. It also references the wedding where the map happens to take place, and the fact there were 3 people that got killed there, obviously all down to Agent 47.
In Panama City, Interpol agents have arrested the last surviving member of the legendary gang of thieves known as the Yardbirds. Alexander Kovac, a Serbian native, was attempting to convert close to $50 million into bitcoins, the spoils of the Yardbirds' spectacular final casino heist. And now, nations are lining up to prosecute Kovac, including Russia, Germany, the US, and Austria, where Kovac is the prime suspect in a triple murder at a wedding ceremony.
And the final Easter egg that we have for this map is to do with the target Alma Raynard. If you happen to eliminate all the guards within the house and around the sort of garden area of it, she will start running away, which will eventually lead her to run towards the ocean. When she gets to the ocean, she'll just wade her way in and keep going outwards until she drowns. Definitely a very creative way to be able to deal with the target, and this will also be appearing in the How Many Ways episode. That was all the details I was able to find from the Hawke's Bay mission of New Zealand. I'm not surprised there wasn't that much, but what there was very interesting considering it's only a very small map used as a tutorial for Hitman 2. Next time we'll be going on to Miami, and from having a look already, there are a few out of bounds details I'll definitely be showing off. Thanks for watching, be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video.